From 42nd Street in New York to Piccadilly Circus in London, transferring subways in major global cities is often remembered as an ordeal. Walking 20 minutes just to catch a new line, having to buy another ticket, and sometimes feeling uneasy in those old, dark corridors. That was the standard experience. But now, foreigners experiencing Seoul's massive underground network for the first time are undergoing a culture shock that fundamentally redefines the very meaning of transfer. The K subway system manages to compress centuries of urban complexity into just a few minutes of seamless transit. What exactly is the secret behind this miraculous efficiency? Before arriving in Seoul, urban planning expert Alex was used to the complicated private railway systems of Tokyo and Paris. He fully expected Seoul to also have various operators, meaning he'd face extra charges and long walking times for every transfer. He simply couldn't believe that in a metropolitan area of over 20 million people, everything operated as one unified system. The first surprise he encountered was the miracle of integrated fares. This wasn't just about convenience. It was a massive social contract built into the very fabric of the Korean economy. The fact that Seoul's buses, subways, and even the light rail systems in the suburbs are all linked by a single transit card, allowing transfers without additional charges, was an economic shockwave. Alex was stunned that every time he stepped off a bus and transferred to a subway, and then perhaps another line, all within 30 minutes, he only paid the base fare. This not only dramatically reduces the financial burden on citizens, but also serves as a core strategy to maximize public transit usage and fundamentally solve the city's traffic congestion issues. This system isn't just counting rides. It calculates travel distance using advanced IT technology to charge the most efficient fare possible. But the true magic of the K subway is revealed in its speed. Sindorim Station, a crucial transfer hub in southwest Seoul, handles hundreds of thousands of passengers daily. It's often called the Gates of Hell because it connects Line 1 and Line 2, yet the actual time it takes to transfer is shockingly short. Alex measured it himself. It took less than 3 minutes and 40 seconds on average to step off one train and reach the platform for the next line. That's faster than walking a single block in most major cities. This physical efficiency isn't just about people walking fast. It's the result of meticulous calculations by architects designed to minimize transfer paths. Supersized transfer stations, like Express Bus Terminal or Wangsimni, which intertwine 3 or more lines, look like a maze. But hidden within them is a design philosophy dedicated to guiding passengers along the absolute shortest route. The core strategy is minimizing passenger fatigue by straightening transfer corridors and placing escalators and moving walkways exactly where they're needed. To achieve these short transfer distances, Korean subway builders often undertake incredibly difficult engineering challenges, digging deep beneath existing stations to create connections. This was a massive investment made solely to satisfy the public's desire for Palli-Palli, the demand for speed. What reassured Alex the most was the universal adoption of platform screen doors. In systems like New York or Paris, where the platforms are open, you face serious issues with safety, noise, and dust. However, almost every subway station in Seoul is equipped with full-height screen doors, ensuring both comfort and safety. These doors do more than just prevent accidents. They also offer environmental advantages, blocking fine dust from entering the tunnel and helping to maintain a consistent temperature on the platform. South Korean subways arrive exactly when they are scheduled to. This simple fact is considered a near miracle by commuters who use public transit in major cities overseas. The arrival times displayed on apps and station screens boast overwhelming accuracy, rarely exceeding a 1-minute margin of error. This level of precision is possible thanks to advanced operational capabilities, GPS, communication networks, and a central control system that precisely tracks and predicts the location and speed of trains in real time. And the key tool that enables all this efficiency? It's the sheer versatility of the T-Money card. Alex initially thought it was just for transit payments, but he was quickly amazed to realize it's a universal payment method usable at convenience stores, taxis, and even many franchise cafes. The convenience of covering most of urban life with a single card, without needing cash, is a powerful symbol of South Korea's high level of digitalization and its robust fintech infrastructure. Stepping inside the subway car, Alex was impressed by yet another small courtesy: the heated seats in winter. Unlike his experience in other countries where you freeze on cold metal, Korean subway seats provide a subtle, comforting warmth that makes you forget the chill. Conversely, during the summer, designated cars offer varying levels of air conditioning, allowing passengers to choose their preferred comfort zone. This subtle attention to individual convenience, even within a massive system, reflects the unique Korean culture of jeong, a deep sense of care for the community. Even as the train plunged into the tunnel, Alex's 5G signal remained perfectly connected. For a moment, he genuinely thought he had time-traveled to a futuristic city. Most subway tunnels globally are infamous dead zones where your connection instantly dies, but South Korea committed massive investments to building ultra-high-speed infrastructure deep underground. This seamless connection goes beyond just convenient internet browsing. It acts as a critical safety feature, guaranteeing rapid communication and information flow during any emergency. The reliability of driverless operating systems, like the Gimpo Gold Line, is another feature that deeply impresses foreigners. Seeing a train with no cockpit moving flawlessly according to its precise schedule solidified Alex's trust in South Korea's technological prowess. This automated system minimizes the potential for human error and dramatically shortens the time between trains, playing a crucial role in maximizing efficiency during the busy commute. Subway stations here function as massive underground cities, not just simple transit hubs. Seoul's key station areas have thriving underground shopping cultures, concentrating essential facilities like malls, bookstores, restaurants, and even hospitals, all connected directly to the station. This underground lifestyle allows you to solve virtually everything without ever needing to go above ground, whether it's the freezing winter or the scorching summer. It's a perfect blend of Korean efficiency and sophisticated urban planning. When Alex first unfolded the Seoul subway map, he was completely overwhelmed by its complexity. The sheer number of tangled lines looked like something straight out of an Italian spaghetti diagram. However, he quickly realized that this complex system was perfectly systematized with clear rules, colors, and numbers. Each line has its own unique color and number, designed so that even foreigners facing a language barrier can intuitively find their way. The cleanliness of the subway stations and the train interiors was perhaps the most astonishing thing Alex witnessed. Unlike subways in many major cities around the world that suffer from graffiti, trash, and unpleasant odors, the Korean subway system maintains an overwhelming level of cleanliness. It looks like a brand new building. This is the result not just of a strict maintenance system, but also the combination of high civic consciousness and the voluntary efforts of citizens committed to keeping public transit spotless. The sheer capacity of the Seoul subway system for long-distance travel has fundamentally redefined South Korea's urban structure. The fact that you can ride the subway from Seoul to the outskirts of Gyeonggi, or even as far as Cheonan in Chungcheongnam-do or Chuncheon in Gangwon-do, was shocking to Alex. This demonstrates how densely connected the wide-area transit network is, extending the commuting radius for the capital region's population and helping alleviate housing instability issues. The last train culture, which ensures citizens get home even past midnight, symbolizes the dynamism of Korean society. This late-night operation system supports the lifestyle of Koreans who work or socialize late, giving them the confidence that they can return home safely and affordably. Amidst the rush of people desperately trying not to miss that final train, Alex caught a glimpse of the strong sense of community and consideration embedded within Korean culture. Reserving space for those who need it, like pregnant women or the elderly, is a common sight inside the subway. But what was truly impressive was the voluntary culture of citizens leaving those seats empty. Even without making a show of it, the Korean concept of nunchi, the ability to read a room and anticipate others' needs, acts as a positive social norm in public spaces like the subway. What happens if an emergency occurs? In the Korean subway, hitting the emergency bell instantly transmits the situation to the central control room and station staff, triggering a rapid deployment of response teams. Alex witnessed the trained speed of the staff's reaction to emergencies and their close cooperation, confirming that this massive system prioritizes human safety above mere efficiency. It's also fascinating that subway stations aren't just places to wait for a train. They've transformed into spaces for enjoying culture and art. Stations like Gwanghwamun operate small museums or art exhibition areas inside, allowing citizens to easily access cultural life even while commuting. This demonstrates Korea's effort to elevate the subway system into an essential cultural infrastructure for urban life. The logical design of the navigation system is a crucial factor in helping foreigners avoid getting lost in Korea. Exit numbers and directional signs are systematically designed, allowing you to accurately determine the direction of your desired destination before you even reach the surface. Despite the vast number of exits, confusion is minimal thanks to this standardized and unified guidance system, proving how meticulous Korea's urban administration truly is. Befitting its status as a global city, the announcements and signs provided in 4 or more languages at major stations offer immense relief to foreigners like Alex. Unlike in other countries where language barriers might make you hesitate to use public transport, in Korea, there are minimal accessibility issues when using the subway. This is a practical indicator of how accommodating Korea is to global tourists and foreign residents. The core of effective transfers is never breaking the flow. The T-money system was designed to minimize the time a passenger spends passing through the gate. Unlike old systems using slow magnetic strip paper tickets, South Korean gates complete the transaction in just 0.1 seconds. Imagine the immense efficiency this tiny speed difference amplifies when you add up the commute time for millions of people during rush hour. Since some of Seoul's subway lines were constructed after the city was already developed, they are often located extremely deep underground to avoid existing complex subterranean infrastructure. This decision drastically increased construction costs and difficulty, but it was the result of long-term urban planning aimed at avoiding surface traffic congestion and ensuring the most efficient routes. The sense of stability you feel deep underground is a testament to the trust placed in South Korean civil engineering. The evolution of the K-subway runs parallel to South Korea's modern history. Starting from the challenging conditions of the initial line construction in the 1970s, Korea has continuously modernized and expanded its subway system, symbolizing its rapid, compressed economic growth. It was never viewed as just a means of transport, but as critical infrastructure powering national growth, which is why continuous technological investment and service improvements were possible. Koreans are famous for the Palli-Palli culture, but this efficiency doesn't mean chaos. Signs on the platform floor, labeled, for example, Quick Transfer Route, guide passengers to consider their next transfer point even before they board the train. This detailed guidance system is a manifestation of Korean collective intelligence, maximizing the efficiency of the entire system while still respecting individual speed. When Alex traveled to the outskirts of Seoul by subway, He could sometimes emerge above ground and take in the city view. The subway system cuts deep through the heart of the city, but it also traces the urban boundaries, weaving Seoul and its surrounding satellite cities together like a single organism. This massive network acts as a giant social artery, connecting the workplaces and homes of millions of metropolitan citizens. The materials and design of the subway car interiors also boast high standards. They use exceptionally durable materials that resist wear and tear despite heavy usage, maintaining a clean, modern aesthetic. This reflects the Korean belief that the quality of public transit is directly tied to the dignity of the city. It is the result of efforts to provide not just functionality, but also aesthetic satisfaction. The K subway system is more than just transportation. It symbolizes Korea's dynamic Palli-Palli culture and its astonishing urban planning capabilities. The efficiency of transfers, the precise arrival times, and the pristine environment, things we often take for granted, are actually the lifeblood that saves millions of citizens time and dramatically improves their quality of life. It's worth considering the profound impact this incredible efficiency has on the daily lives and social structure of Koreans, and what future urban planners worldwide can learn from this K-system. What cultural shock did you experience while using the Korean subway? Please share your thoughts in the comments below.